Hello everyone, this is Mal Haddad here again. In this lecture, I'm going to explain to you about virtual link in OSPF and to see why and where we have to apply it when we configure OSPF. So as you can see here, we have three areas: Area 0, Area 1 and Area 2. Inside Area 0 we have Router 1 interfaces, and from Router 2 there is Ethernet 1, which is in Area 0. And then on Area 1 we have from Router 2 Ethernet 2 and Ethernet 2 of Router 3. And in Area 2 we have Ethernet 3 of Router 3 and Ethernet 3 of Router 4 inside Area 2. Okay, in my explanation before, I have said that all areas should be connected to Area 0 in order to be able to communicate in OSPF. In our case, we have Area 2 over here. You can see it's not directly connected to Area 0. So if we look here, we have Router 2 here is an ABR, and it's connecting Area 0 to Area 1. But here Router 3 is connecting Area 1 to Area 2. But Area 2 has no connection with Area 0 at all. So as we have said before, that areas should be connected to the backbone area, and here Area 2 is not connected to the backbone area. That means it will not work. Okay, and then we need to find a solution to let Area 2 be connected to Area 0, to the backbone area. And this is where the virtual link happens. Okay, so what is a virtual link? A virtual link is to make, when we have such a case like Area 2 is connected to Area 1 and Area 1 is connected to Area 0, then in this case we need to do some type of, like, if you want to call it like a tunnel, whereby this is the virtual link, whereby Area 2 would be using Area 1 as a transit area to be connected to the backbone area of Area 0. Okay, so this is the whole idea. When we have such a case, it's always you need to have the virtual link on the ABRs. And in this case, one of the ABRs should be connected to the backbone area, which is Router 2. And the second one should be also in the transit area, which is Area 0, and connecting to the other area. In this case, we have Router 3. Okay, so what we need to do here, we just have to make a virtual link. Say, Router 2 will say, okay, I will create a virtual link with Router 3, and Router 3 will say, I will create a virtual link with Router 2, and then this will become like a tunnel, and then this will be used for the Area 2 to send the package here to the Area 0, okay, and vice versa also. Okay, so that's what virtual link is. So virtual link is more likely to make a virtual connectivity between the area which is not connected to the backbone area via a transit area, and then in this case it will look like it's connected to the backbone area. So this is one of the cases we have when we want to use virtual link. Another case that may be also to use the virtual link is when we have such a case. Okay, here we have the backbone area, Area 0, and connected to Area 1, and here also the backbone area, Area 0. And this is what we call it the discontinuous areas, okay? And that means that Area 1 over here is in the middle between the Area 0 backbones, and that's why we call it discontinuous network. So the same concept will happen here, but here instead of having one ABR connected to the backbone area and one ABR connected to the other area, which is in the previous picture we've seen, then in this case, the ABR should be, both of them, they should be connected to the backbone area. Like here, you can see Router 2 has an interface connected to the backbone area, and Router 3 has also an interface connected to the backbone area. And here you can create the virtual link in this side. Then in this case, the Area 0 here will be again connected to each other via the virtual link that we are going to create over here. So these are the two ways where you may need to have virtual link in OSPF. So you have the first case when you have the backbone area connected to another area, and this area is connected also to another area. And the third area should be able to connect to the backbone area. Then you can use the middle area to be like a transit. Okay, and the second case is when you have something like this. You have a discontinuous areas of the backbone area, and you need to connect them together. And then in this case also you can use virtual link. So this is the brief explanation about the virtual link. Just one thing to mention, that it's very important that you know the router ID when you want to configure the virtual link. So in this case, we have to know the router ID of Router 2 and of Router 3. Okay, so this is what I wanted to explain about the virtual links. Now we have to go directly and do the two labs. The first lab for the virtual link of the first case, and the second lab for the virtual link of this case, of the discontinuous areas, and then we will understand more how virtual link will work.